Approximately 1.2 million people in the U.S. have HIV. About 13% of those people do not know and need testing. This quote was from HIV.gov. Over the past 30 years, there has been a stigma surrounding HIV. Don't you think it's time to put aside said stigma in order to provide sufficient care for those who are suffering with HIV as well as their families? Through my research today, I have discovered more about the medical, financial, and personal struggles that one has to go through when they are HIV positive. Although I may never be able to truly understand, I hope to become an advocate looking to act and assist in any way that I can. Today, we'll be breaking down my speech into 3 parts: side effects of HIV, Family and Children's Services of Central Maryland, which is a charity dedicated to helping those who are HIV positive, and the effects of said charity. Firstly, we must take a look at all the issues correlated to being HIV positive and how it affects you as well as those around you. The slide to my left depicts a few symptoms of HIV. We have a mouth ulcer, a swollen lymph node, and a rash. Although these are amongst the most common symptoms, these are not the only symptoms. Concerns surrounding HIV include medical side effects, financial struggles, and the growth rates of people who have HIV, specifically in Maryland. According to AAFP.org, HIV has been linked to diabetes, kidney disease, myelopathy, which is progressive lower extremity weakness, and malignancy, specifically non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. The graph to my left is pulled from thebody.com, and it shows HIV populations in the Maryland area from 2006 to 2009. Back in 2006, it was roughly 24,000 versus in 2009, it was roughly 29,000. Opioid.amfar.org reporting that in 2018, there was 33,000 people who tested positive for HIV and were diagnosed in Maryland. The next graph to my left, the data is from opioid.amfar.org, however, the graph is original. The graph shows the amount of HIV positive people based on county in Maryland. So the highest county, as you can see, is Baltimore City/Baltimore County. It is interesting because most populated counties in Maryland overall are Prince George's and Montgomery County. We must now talk about the financial struggles that come along with being HIV positive. WebMD reported that it costs roughly $1,800 to $4,500 per month for the medications for those who are HIV positive. This number is outrageous. Some low-income families don't even make that a month, yet alone have that amount of money to set aside every single month to provide proper medication. Now that we have discussed the repercussions of HIV, let's take a look at the charity that is dedicated to assisting the families of those dealing with HIV. Family and Children's Services of Central Maryland. The charity was founded in 1849. Its website is springboardmd.org. I would also like to share a few images of some of the leaders at the head of this charity. We have Lisa Hayes, who is the president, and we also have F.T. Burden, who is the chief executive officer. The charity was accredited by the COA, which is the Council of Accreditation. The website, springboardmd.org, which is their website, provides info about the Family Stability Programming. In this program, they provide case managers, which act as advocates financially for those who are struggling with HIV. They also provide limited financial assistance, and they work closely specifically with Howard County to provide assistance for those who are in danger of becoming homeless due to their financial struggles. We must now discuss the benefits of supporting this program. MedicalNewsToday.com quoted, a 2017 study in the journal AIDS found that the additional life expectancy for people with HIV at age 20 during monoopathy era was 11 years. However, that number rose to 54.9 years for the most recent combo antiretroviral era. So the original monoopathy era was about the 80s to the 90s, and the antiretroviral era is modern day. We must take into consider the cost of these medications. although yes, it is very effective and it's going to prolong somebody's lifespan, the medications are not affordable. What good is medical advancements if people can't afford them? Advert.org did a study where they quoted multiple people who are HIV positive. I would like to share a quote from a young man named Talent discussing what it was like when he first tested positive for HIV. Imagine someone earning a good salary as a marine engineer losing his job because of his HIV status. My son was out of school because I couldn't afford his school fees and I was broke. Again, we must go back to this stigmatism. Being fired simply because of your HIV status should not be allowed. It puts you in an extremely difficult financial situation. Somebody like Talent could have really benefited from a charity like Family and Children's Services of Central Maryland. It is time for a change. Time for people to take action and advocate for those with HIV seeking assistance. Having said that, let's review and discuss ways we can support Family and Children's Services of Central Maryland. Today, we took a look at some of the repercussions of HIV. We took a look at Family and Children's Services of Central Maryland, what it is and what it's used for, and we also looked at some of the positive effects of the charity. Here are some ways that you can help. You can repost and read their blogs, which are provided on springboardmd.org. You can share their website link on your Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or any other social media that you have. And you can also access their Facebook page, share, and like it. Their Facebook page is called Springboard Community Services. I would also like to end this with a quote provided specifically from the website. The last place you should feel discrimination is in your healthcare provider's office. Thank you.